Greetings, folks. Diamond Woods 12 back again, another video. Um, this video is gonna be about some stuff, certain things I've been wanting to do for like a long time with this channel, but hadn't really had the opportunity to, cause like, real life gets in the way, stuff like that. Real life gets in the way, and I've actually shortened my schedule. Cause I've been having the last couple of months really. I've been having like this huge busy schedule, like with my acting and my school and stuff like that. So I haven't really been able to do videos and do blogs like I wanted to. But I've actually cut some stuff on my schedule. The school is about to end and stuff like that, so I will have a little more time and stuff like that. So, but I'm gonna start reviewing comic books. I mean, this is something I've been wanting to do for a long, long time. Like books I'm reading right now and like newer stuff. I said I was gonna go back and do like some older reviews, like older comics, because I really want to review after seeing Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I really want to kind of do like a compare and contrast, with Captain America: The Winter Soldier, the movie. And even though we know those movies, like the movie and that comic is like sort of different, and we all know that that's the source material. That the Winter Soldier story arc is the source material for Captain America: The Winter Soldier, but a lot of elements in that movie from that comic book and also some of the elements from the comic were in the movie, but not many. They kind of really shied away. I mean, they used it as the source material, but it's not really that much alike. So I kind of want to do like a compare and contrast with those two. But anyway, the first comic I'm actually here to review is let me pull it up for a second, and I'm gonna like review this whole series like each issue it comes out. Is the Original Sin, if you can see that. Original Sin, which is Marvel's next newest event that they're getting ready to come out with, which I think it comes out May. This is Original Sin issue 0. I'm actually gonna review. I'm gonna get into it in a minute, but we all know Marvel's like big for their event comics and whatnot, and their last recent event was I think the Infinity storyline, which I actually have gotten the privilege to get my hands on. I'm like really behind on my comic reading recently, but I've recently in the last really in the last 3-4 weeks I've really gotten back into comics and whatnot, reading comics and stuff like that. But um, but yeah, um, Marvel's last big event I think was Infinity. Well, what Well, I know they recently had an big X Men event called Battle of the Atom and whatnot, and that was a pretty good. I mean, I've actually read some issues of that, and that's pretty decent. I'm looking to finishing that up, like reading that whole event and whatnot. But I've read a couple of issues of that, of the X Men Battle of the Atom storyline. But anyway, yeah, but we all know Marvel's big for their events, and the Original Sin is actually their newest event. It's going to be basically cover the death of Uatu, who we all know as the Watcher. If you you follow comics, you know Uatu is like the Watcher. He's basically like someone who watches the entire Marvel universe and knows the deepest, darkest secrets of like the entire Marvel universe. But anyway, enough about that. I'll basically tell you who Uatu and who the Watcher is and what Original Sin is going to be about. It's basically about the murder of Uatu. Well, let me get into Original Sin number 0. I really love this comic. I like this. I love this comic. I actually finished reading it last night. I actually purchased it Thursday and started reading it Thursday and finished it up last night. After I got home, I finished it up last night, and it was seriously really a great issue. I mean, I loved it. And this is basically the premise of this issue. We'll introduce to like we'll figure out more who Sam Alexander is, who we all know as Nova. And I know there's like a current series. He has his own current series, Nova, which this comic actually has me wanting to check out. So I will try to check out more of that, well, more of the Nova comics and whatnot. What starts the Nova comics, but this issue basically introduces us to Sam Alexander, who's Nova. And he basically tells us in this comic that he's trying to figure out who his father is, and he doesn't really know much about his father. He wants to know more about his father, but all he knows about his father is all the stories he's told of the years of him being a space adventurer and whatnot, and with the Nova Corps. Just basically know his father was a member of the Nova Corps, and only thing that he has left of his father is basically, I guess, the memories of those stories and actually a helmet that his father left behind for him. And at first, Sam doesn't really want to. He doesn't really want to accept. Well, he doesn't really believe that what the hell any of the stories his father told about the Nova Corps. He basically just thinks his father was crazy and whatnot, and until he puts the helmet on, he basically becomes Nova, and he starts basically the helmet transforms into Nova. He basically starts flying around, and he actually comes in contact with this. I can't really remember their names, but these creatures and whatnot. And he basically starts fighting them and whatnot, and then after the fight's over, he basically basically destroys these. I can't remember what they were called, what their names were, but he basically destroys them, and the Avengers show up, and Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man show up, and he basically starts asking them questions about Uatu, the Watcher, because he thinks Uatu basically can tell him what he needs to know about his father, because his father was in the Nova Corps and whatnot, and the Nova Corps have actually had some dealings with I guess the Avengers and other Guardians of the Galaxy and like other numerous people in the Marvel universe. So, excuse me, excuse me. But anyway, so he basically seeks out the help in the Captain America and the Avengers. Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man. They basically tell them that Uatu's bad. They know who Uatu is, but nobody ever really has talked to him. I mean, Uatu really doesn't talk. He basically just watches. He doesn't really do much talking. He just watches. And so they wind up telling him. Well, he basically just tries to like figure out on his own. Basically goes and seeks out Uatu. Basically, he finds Uatu, and he basically tries to ask him who his father is and who he is himself, who Uatu is, and he basically wants to know more about himself and where he came from and stuff like that. And Uatu basically just sits there, and Sam just basically continues to talk and bring up stuff, and he basically his helmet basically tells basically who Uatu was, and we see like some pages where we see Uatu where he came from, his father and whatnot, and what their sole purpose of what they're trying to do, and I think they really basically want to bring peace and stuff like that and they basically know what's gonna actually happen before it even happens. They basically can see into the future and know what's gonna happen throughout the Marvel universe before it even happens. And I don't want to really, I don't want to give too much of the comic away because I want you guys to go read it. I want to give you like a gist of what it was about. And Sam basically says, and long story short, Sam basically says, I guess I could call him Nova, but Nova basically tells Uatu basically that he knows he didn't get what he came from. He basically sees another side of Uatu. Basically knows him. And I like the interaction between Nova and Uatu, even though Uatu wasn't really to say much. Nova basically realizes why Uatu watches the Marvel universe, why he does what he does. Because he doesn't act on any of the events in the Marvel universe. He doesn't act on any of the events. He just basically stands still and watches everything that goes on in the whole Marvel universe. And I also, from what I understand, from what I've seen, because there's like a page that actually there's a page in this that actually shows what he has seen in the Marvel universe, and I actually don't think it was really just the 616 universe. I think it was also some of the Ultimate stuff that he actually watches. He watches the entire Marvel universe. But anyway, but yeah, this was like I said, this was a seriously a great issue. I loved it. I'm really looking forward to Original Sin and whatnot, and getting really more involved in this story and figuring out who Uatu really is. We all know Uatu, but we really don't know much about where he came from and whatnot, about where he originated from. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where this Original Sin story arc goes and where this event goes, and I will be and if I had to like give it a grade, I'll probably give it like I will give it a 5 out of 5. If I had to give it a grade, give this comic a 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. It's a great I guess you could say it's a prequel comic to an event comic, if that makes any sense. Like more like a prequel comic. Anyway, let me know how you guys feel about if any of you guys have read Original Sin issue number 0. Let me know how you guys felt about it. Leave me a comment below. To any like new subscribers that if you guys subscribe to this, really are new to subscribing to my channel, I will try to get more comic reviews out. I'm gonna try to do them weekly since I like shorten my schedule a little bit. I will try to do some weekly. The next comic I probably will try to review is the Superior Spider-Man issue, the last issue of the series finale of Superior Spider-Man, because I really want to give you guys my thoughts on that. That's gonna be my next review, next comic review. But anyway, leave me a comment below how you guys feel about Original Sin issue number 0. How do you guys feel about certain Marvel events? What are you guys' favorite Marvel events? But anyway, leave me a comment below. I'm not trying to get back at you guys. This is Diamond Wars 12 checking out. Peace, God bless, and I'm out.